call Jan Logie.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker.
Nā koe.
So it's with pride and honour, I stand to speak on this, the third reading of the Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill. As has just been said, it's really pleasing to see unanimous support for this in the House. And there is no one questioning the absolute importance of this bill and doing our best in this House to be able to support the people of Christchurch to move forward. And I do want to start this short contribution by acknowledging that it was just over 5 years ago that Christchurch was hit by a quake, where the place that so many people loved and are so parochial about was destroyed, and that we will never see that place again. And we lost thousands of homes and 185 lives. That is no small thing that Christchurch has been dealing with, and that we as a country and this Parliament have been trying to deal with. In the wake of the quakes, I think we've discovered a new spirit in Christchurch, and that we've seen some communities pulling together in truly inspirational ways. I think of the communities in Littleton and Addington in particular, who just came together and totally looked after each other in a time of crisis. And the Gap Fillers organisation and people who just came together and dealt with the depression and the bleakness and the loss with creativity and an energy that people around the world have been looking to and being inspired by. And it's that energy that the Green Party is so keen to see harnessed to be able to deliver the new city of Christchurch that will elicit the same passion that the old Christchurch did. And it is pleasing to see the government come to the table and bringing a bill to the House through SOPs at a late stage that actually does recognise the vision of the people of Christchurch. And it's an interesting thing to me that we're talking about the shift from recovery to regeneration. And I understand that frame of the shift of moving forward and looking forward, but I also look to the Share an Idea campaign and the thinking that was happening quite soon after the quakes, so while the quakes were ongoing and quite present in people's lives, that were in that place already, as well as dealing with the immediate crises as well and shock. So it is very pleasing to see that this bill with the SOPs that we are voting on tonight and passing into legislation does increase the ability for local people to shape the future of Christchurch. And that very significantly that Regenerate Christchurch is at the heart of the new model. And that represents a partnership between the Crown, who still is required to contribute a significant amount of money to this rebuild, and local governments. And I refer to local governments as council and kaitahu in this sense, and that it's a board with 4 appointees from central government and 3 from local government and 1 from te ruranga or kaitahu. And when this was initially reported back, that group, Regenerate Christchurch, did not have enough power. But through the SOP introduced by the Minister after significant negotiations from a range of people across this House, including my colleague Eugenie Sage, that has changed. And that can't be anything but a benefit for Christchurch when we've seen the incredible ideas and the vision of the people of Christchurch right throughout these last 5 years. We would be stupid not to be harnessing their capacity into this next stage. So it is an absolute pleasure to be able to help move this forward. We are, and we do remain unhappy with the retention of extended powers for a range of government ministers that are present in clause 42, which enables them to override district or regional plans and under the RMA or the Local Government Act plans or bylaws or regional transport plans. We think that degree of power is unnecessary at this stage. However, we are
I'm sorry to interrupt the member. I've been trying to let her know her time has expired.